There are several states in the U.S. who are pretty much telling Biden and his administration to shove it. And for God's sakes, I love it. It's about time.
I want to make sure that Texas becomes a Second Amendment sanctuary state so that no government official at any level can come and take your gun away from you, despite those people who said, heck yes, we're going to take your gun. We're going to say, heck no, you cannot take people's guns away in Texas.
What's up, everyone? So the further and further this censorship crap goes on, the harder that I'm trying to find new places that we can all talk. And one of those places is my Patreon account. We're going to do private live streams every single week in there. We're going to talk about things that are censored on big social media platforms. And I'm going to give you intel that I can't share on here. So go over there, join the group. And for you mathematicians out there who are wondering how much it costs, it's 33 cents a day. It's worth it. So y'all want to take our guns away. Well, that's no surprise as to y'all thinking that guns are pretty much the problem with everything in the world besides conservatives, people who don't want transgenders in men's sports, and also people who want to see Hunter Biden in court. I know, all of those are just outrageous things, right? For those of you who are new to the channel today, you came at a perfect time. So one of the biggest reasons why the current administration wants to get rid of guns is because of their fear. Not the fear of guns, it's the fear of not understanding them. I don't know if you remember that rep from California who's talking about an AR.
This right here has ability with a 30 caliber clip.
I'm sorry, can you explain to me what a 30 caliber magazine is? I mean, you're a person in the political arena and you have no idea, not even a clue what you're talking about. I'm gonna go over the guns that they actually want to ban. Not this one that kills the most people every year. Not this one that you can hit a hog from 1,500 yards away with. Nope, not that one. This one, the AR-15 model rifle. Or as Joe Biden likes to call them, assault style firearms. Because apparently he's a fan of Hitler, because Hitler made up that word. But just for curiosity's sake, let's talk a little bit more about the left not understanding weapons. I don't know if y'all remember my old friend Grandmaster Jay, who was in jail for pointing a rifle at cops. But I don't know if y'all recall the video where he had a rifle, not a bullpup, no mag in it, no round in it. He slams it on his table and he says, "The gun has fired."
If I'm not paying attention and I take this weapon and I bang it, look what just happened. The bolt goes forward. The weapon has fired.
The bolt goes forward. The weapon has fired.
That is someone who prides himself on knowing weapons, but he doesn't even understand them. So I can't imagine what some of you on the left know about rifles or really any weapon. I would like to see Nancy Pelosi handle an AR-15. I'd be willing to bet everything that I own in this life, and it's not much, but I'd still give it all away. If Nancy Pelosi could prove that, one, she knows how to operate an AR-15, she knows what caliber the one she's holding can shoot, and she knows how to take it apart and put it back together without a YouTube channel helping her out. I would say the possibility of that happening was the possibility of Joe Biden becoming president, but you know what? We were all surprised with that too. So you know what? Maybe she may be a closet gun freak who just knows everything about them. But here's the good news. There are several states in the US who are pretty much telling Biden and his administration to shove it. And for God's sakes, I love it. It's about time. So what they're doing is they're coming up with this term called a Second Amendment sanctuary state. And by God, yes, one of those states is Texas. There's a whole list of them. You can look them up.
I want to make sure that Texas becomes a Second Amendment sanctuary state so that no government official at any level can come and take your gun away from you, despite those people who said, heck yes, we're going to take your gun. We're going to say, heck no, you cannot take people's guns away in Texas.
But basically what they're saying is that they are not going to spend money enforcing federal gun legislation with their law enforcement because they do not agree with it. I think law-abiding citizens should be able to use the Constitution to the fullest extent of it. If we don't have the right to defend ourselves, what rights do we have at that point? We already don't have freedom of speech. That's pretty much gone. So there's 2 bills in Texas that have already been proposed. And many other states have done the same thing, to where basically, like I said, they're telling the federal government to just leave us alone. Thank you.
2020 sucked. Man, ain't that true? Yeah, we love guns. And America too.
Mount up, poppin' Texas hogs in the chopper, load 'em up. Son, down here, got one option when it's tough. Cowboy up, jack trucks, big bucks, yeah, we cooking up duck.